Oh shit, that wasn't even. Oh, it was. All right, good. I'll be right back. Two snakes. Two snakes of a clam's tail. Got a scratch sticker, wish me luck. Fucking never do scratchies. Never ever do scratchies. But I got one. Well, wish me luck, fuckers. Wish me luck. Alright, we got 15 on here. Good shit. What's up, gang? Lisa. What's up? What's up? Lindsay. Alright. You won't be able to hear me, but you will once I get back home. Let's go. No sound. Oh, shit balls. My bad. Fuck's sake. You can hear me now, right? Can you hear me now? Fucking hell. I hit mute when I went to go swap cameras. Damn, dude, that was my bad. I'm a meathead. It's tough with gloves on. I'm not going to make any excuses, but it's tough with gloves on. What are you going to do, right? Like, my fault. I just, I didn't notice, so let me know. Yeah, better now. Good. What a doofus. What a doofus, man. What a Mr. Goofus doofus. So hopefully this doesn't blip out right here. This has been known to go wacky in this area. Hopefully we're good. I'm trying to find a ball with the boy. I don't have my tripod right now. It's upstairs. I just don't feel like grabbing it. It's probably not going to be another long one. Just a quick shorty out here. You know, mucking around with the boy and myself. You know, nothing crazy, man. Not like a 4 or 5 hour job. Yeah, I ran out of a couple things last night, so it's the only time I really had a chance to get out of here. I've been taking care of a bunch of stuff today, so these guys are my absolute favorite, FYI. Chester's Flamin' Fries. Oh, man, it ain't good. Whew. Yeah, they're so nice. So, let's go play with the boy. Let's skedaddle. See what he's doing. See what he's up to. Why does it say retouch? Why does it say retouch? Hi, Bubbas. Hi, Bubba babies. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Will you tell me where it is? You want to tell me where it is? Where's your ball, babies? Did you bring it upstairs? You bring it up? Oh, misters, you brought it up. What are we going to do? Now we can't play ball. We just got to play fetch with a stick. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Yes, you brought your ball up, Goofus. Now you just got to find your stick. Go ahead, you find it. He listens so good when he wants to. Hello, Lisa. Hello, hello. Hello, whoever else is in here. I do not know, because you haven't made yourself knowable. Oh, there's Fenrir, you big scary puppy. Oh, you big scary Fenrir puppy. Where's your stick? This is like some of his favorite places to chuck sticks. Oh, I hear him. There he is. Good boy, you look so scary. Where's your stick? Huh? Where's your sticks up here, mister? Where are they? I don't know where they are because it's wicked dark out right now, pal. Not over here. I gotta watch for piles of turd. Where is your stick, dude? I think, you know, we might have brought them all to the front. Oh, good boy, go peeps. And, there's one, there's two, okay. We can chuck a couple. You wait. No, you wait. Don't make me bark. You wait, dude. He's literally trying to rip them out of my hand as I'm picking them up. I know, you can't see. Hang on. Such a little shit. Yeah, you're not going to go fetch them, so I got to get them. Go ahead. You get them. I say go fetch. You just look at me and pee on stuff. You got it? Good boy. Want another one? Okay. Go ahead. Good boy. He just pees on stuff and then looks at me. Did you get it? I don't see it. It's not in your mouth, fruitcake. Get it. There you go. Good boys. Thank you. What a good babies. Oh, they're good boys. You want another one? Want another one? Drop it. Good boy. Okay. That's a good boys. Good boy, mister. So we've been doing this. I've been working on him. Doing this exact thing with tennis balls. This side. Okay. So you can see I'll chuck one. I'll keep one here. He'll come back. You didn't get it. All right, now he's making me lie. You didn't get it. Buddy, you're supposed to get it first. No, you have to get it first. So like I said, we've been working on this. We don't have it mastered. No, we don't have it mastered. I got a cold one in my hand. He's like trying to knock it over, man. Oh, fucktard. Come on, fucktard. Ready? Okay. Get it. Want another one? Get it. We don't have tennis balls out here, dude. You get it. Good boy. So what I was trying to say is I keep 2. And Gino, what's up, dude? I'll keep 2 out here. And I'll chuck one, and then I'll have one. So, welcome. I'm doing that with tennis balls, and sometimes he gets it, sometimes he doesn't. Like, he's doing a lot better with tennis balls than he is with sticks, because he will not, like, go retrieve a stick. He will go retrieve a tennis ball. I think it's because they keep moving, right? That's the only thing I can assume, which I hate assuming, but yeah, just a quick one, man. Quick one of me ripping up and down the street. Getting lovely out. I love how cool it is at night. My absolute favorite. So, just wanted to run some errands real quick. I threw this guy on the helmet a couple days ago, 2-3 days ago. So I covered up the showy. I kind of dig back outside. I've never been a big full face guy ever. We've talked about this in the past couple lives. It's always like to see jobs or just a small skull cap. I did this and I got this helmet. Never believe how long I've been sitting on waiting to get a bike. Just take a wild guess. I know we're buffering. I apologize, dude. It should be better now that I'm outside. What year? Now it's 2025. What year do you think I bought this full face? Just any guesses? What year do you think I bought this full face helmet? I'll give you 2 guesses. What are you doing, lunatic? I'll give you 2 guesses. Lisa and Gino. Just take a friggin' guess. Take a wild stab in the dark. What year you think I got this helmet? But it is. It's a Shoei Quest. It's an upright riders. 2003. No, but damn good guess. I got this. Lisa, any guesses? 2000. Close. You guys are a little too far. This is actually a 20. Well, I can see right here. I think it's a 2016 helmet. Let me see if I can do this. Awful time. One-handed. What does that say? Shoei Quest 1016. So it's a 2016 helmet. I got this in 2019. So what's that, 6 years? 6 years waiting for a bike. I literally got this helmet in 2019, hoping and praying that there would be another day that I could get one of these bad Larrys, because I told you, I haven't ridden in 19 years. And yeah, I threw the Kruesi on there, covered up the Shoei. But what I was trying to say is it's an upright riders full face. So what that means is the vents on top and the vent right here, and then the 2 back vents, which you can see are open and have a little bit of dust in them. I gotta clean them up, but I see right here. Can't close that guy. What? And what? What it is. So you know how like rice rockets, you know, they hunch all over the tank and they kind of look like that, right? Well, this is an upright riders full face. So that means this vent, you know, isn't all weird down here. It's meant for me to, you know, ride, not with my chest on the tank. So it's an upright riders full face. If you look careful enough under you can still see under the R, you see a silhouette of the S, right? For the previous Shoei that was under there, but I just thought that looked cool. I didn't love this at first. I thought it was funny because it was like a shits out, man. I'm gonna end the friggin' live. Just go out here and sit with the boy in the driveway. Hi, babies. Can I sit with you? That cool? No, I'm not gonna hijack your stick. I just want to sit with you, right here, right here, right here. I'm not gonna hijack your stick, you fucking turd. I feed you, I brush you, I hug you, and I love you. And you still think I'm going to come over here and hijack your stick? Dude, I'm not going to hijack your stick, I assure you. No, not at all. Not even kind of, sort of, little. No, you fucking mutt. God, you're so goofy, kid. So we're just chilling. Nothing exciting happening. Hope everybody's having a good night, though. I hope all of you are having a really kick-ass Saturday night. No digging. No digging, please. Thank you. I hope everybody's having a really kick-ass Saturday night. We're not doing anything exciting. I'm taking care of a lot of phone calls this morning, sorting it out last night and today. Stuff for the registry. So I'm like, I'm at the finish line, man. I'm like, that's far away. To, yeah, do what I have to do. But, only you guys, know exactly what's up. So it's like, literally Monday, Tuesday is go time. Man, I just couldn't tell you how happy I am. I couldn't tell you how relieved I am on the same level that it's just like I'm just friggin' excited, man. I am freaking excited. Let me respond back to you guys because I realized after I did one of these that oh wow, I could put somebody in timeout. That's so funny. Hide users on the channel. Okay, I didn't know all about that. All right, so let's see. I want to respond back to one of yous. Let's see how I do it. What does this button do? If I lose yous, don't think I did it on purpose, right? There we go. Chat filter. Okay, top messages, all messages, none. I'm just trying to... Inspiration for a bike. Good. Why does it say message redacted? Message redacted. I'm not sure what it said. All right, so inspiration for a bike. Yes, it is, Gino. I'm glad, man. Connection's very bad tonight. Yeah, I apologize. That's why I'm out here. I can't be in there right now because it's absolutely horrendous in the garage right now. So I freaking apologize. It's about as close as we can get. Buddy, can you stop digging, please? Stop digging. Stop digging. This is about as close as we can get. So, like I said, I'm not doing anything, wacky and wild. I'm literally just sitting out here with the boy real quick. Thank you, Lisa. Picture of the Swede back in the day. Dude, awesome. That was an absolute awesome 50-51 pan, whatever you said it was. Dude, what a sick bike that was. I was super happy you sent that. That was the one I'm imagining he took a bird to the chest on, which is just the nuts. That's crazy. I'm trying to respond back to you guys, like, in a message. I'm not sure if I know how to do it. Literally, like, trying to type on you guys' shit. Yeah, I'm trying to, like, tap on you's names, and it's not letting me type back. I saw something a couple days ago. It said, viewer interaction after live, when I went to go post to live, and it said, like, basically, I didn't respond back to you. There's a chopper up there. Mass chopper. I don't know if it's news or stadies or what, but it's literally going right over Route 1 in Saugus right now, which is just through the woods, literally that way. So if you're ever curious and want to look on a map, we're like behind Hilltop, the old Hilltop, the old Cactus restaurant. We're literally like the woods behind. That's where I'm at in Melrose. The woods behind the old Hilltop, which is just crazy. Because as a kid, driving by there, I never put two and two together. Like, oh, that's just me right over the woods. That's my house over there. But yeah, I was seeing that, you guys in the chat, this is how we interact, right? Except I can talk, I don't have to type. I was seeing that it said something about, like, no interaction on my behalf. I'm seeing how often you guys are talking and chatting, literally in the chat, and I'm like, frog's sake, like, I can't get back to yes this way. I'm trying to type back, and I'm not sure how to do it. So, whatever. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Happy for me. I'm super happy, myself, man. Way too long. Way too long. Like, I've ridden friends' bikes in between here and there, and it's just not the same. Because at the end of the ride, it's like, it's just horrendous. It's such a shitty feeling. It's what do they call it? Like a catch-20, right? So, like, it's a blessing at the same time because, I'm riding one of the homeboys' bikes, and then, at the end of the night, it's like, oh, I got to give it back. So it's I feel so happy, and my heart's full of, just blessings. And then, after that run or ride or wherever you decide to go, pardon me, I got to hand the keys over, and it's like, oh, so I don't have to do that anymore. It's my grandfather. Oh, gotcha. Okay. That was a dope bike, though. That looked like I could picture. They say picture's worth 1,000 words. I could picture him just getting back from the service. Old Gino, the Swede, getting back from the service and buying that bike as soon as he got out of World War II. That's what I could picture. That's what that bike, and that's what that photo said to me in just one photo. But man, what a cool bike! If we could even wrap our brains around where that is nowadays, it's probably, unless I don't know. You guys may have it. Your old man may have it. I don't know. It could be in the garage in Maine somewhere. But I'm thinking, the heads are over here on this bench in Bangor, and the forks and the tins are over here, and somebody's garage in the Berkshires of Mass, Albany, New York, or something. Like, I'm just picturing parts and pieces. The fairing and the handlebars are in California somewhere. I'm just picturing that bike in pieces because after all those years, like I said, unless you guys have it, that's just what happens to old bikes, man. They don't go to the junkyard. That's a nice thing about Harleys. They do not go to the junkyard, and their appreciation value does not diminish. You buy a Harley, man, you buy an investment for life. Unless you wreck it and it gets totaled and you can't straighten out the frame, then you pot it out. And you hope you have good insurance. It's tough about New Hampshire is they don't require insurance, which I just think is the last bit. They're holding on to that whole live free or die motto, but at the same time, dude, your ass out. If somebody hits you, they don't have insurance either. You guys just go like this. You literally go like this. You go, oh well, sorry, you beat, kid. You fucked. I don't have insurance neither. Like, that's just hardcore. They're one of the last states that does not have a helmet law also. So I'm psyched to cruise Hampton Beach again. I haven't done it since '04 on my own bike. And this is like the big brother to my old bike. It's hilarious. My last bike was an XL 1200, which is like a done-up sporty. It's basically a custom sporty. It's funny because I went from a custom sporty, and it literally says it in the title of the bike. So XLs are sporties, FXs are dynas. So I have an XL. I have an FXD CI right now. So it's an FXD, which is the original dyna, 99 through 2017. FXDC is a dyna custom. So that custom is what I'm talking about. So my last bike was a XL 1200C. So that C is also a custom. So it's funny. I'm going from an all black and chrome XL 1200 to an all black and chrome FXD custom 1450. And that's just what that is. So the other bike was an Evo. It was an Evo motor, which if you know Evos are just bulletproof, man. It was a dope sporty, though. Like, people can say what they will, but sporties are where it's at, dude. Sporties are freaking legit. Sporties are fast. They're cool. People say, oh, they're girl bikes. No, man. They're like starter bikes. If you go from a rice rocket to a sporty, like, good on you. Like, I'm freaking proud of you. I'm glad you're not on a... See how I made him switch legs? I'm glad you're not on another rice rocket. There he goes. This kid's just the cutest. You're the cutest, kid. You're the cutest right here. You're the cutest. I love you. So, yeah, and it's just a trip because they get same exact scheme. And this wasn't intentional, but black on chrome. Same exact scheme, except I didn't put red MX pegs on my Sporty. It had a ton of aftermarket parts when I bought it. And I bought it from Hampton Harley Davidson, which is right over the border. We were talking 95 to 93 a couple days ago about like buying butts and like cheap shit when tattoos were still illegal in Mass. What are you finding over there? This is what I told you he did last time. He's literally, what are you finding over there? He's literally over the neighbor's side of the fence. What did you lose? Come here. Let me light you up. Ready? Right here. Let me light you up. What are you looking for? I'm trying to put your flashlight on. No, your ball's not over here. You brought it in, mister. Yeah, you brought it in. You're so goofy. Are you just goofy? Right here. Right here. Come on. Right here. You hold it. Yes, you hold it. Thank you. You hold it. You wait. Yes, the girls are home. That's a good boys. He's over the other side of the fence like an absolute goofball. And goofy. So this kid hops over the fence. Buddy, this side. Hops over the fence looking for his ball. He brought both his balls inside. He brought both his tennis balls inside. And he's legit just over here looking for it. Like, did I leave it over here? No, dude, you didn't. You're so silly. You brought it in the house, you goofus. So, yeah, is he a ham bone? Yes, absolutely, he's a ham bone. My kid just got home, so to preserve her anonymity, we're aiming the camera this way. What are you hooligans doing?
Oh, we're back for the night.
Oh, okay. So, straight hooligans. Hooligans. What are you gonna do when you get a teenage daughter? She's a hooligan. At least she's not as bad as I was when I was 16. At least I hope. What did I do with my video device? What did I do with it? I think popped it in my leather. Don't even think about it. Let me run out of here before I got chastised. I get chastised and start losing my shit again. No kidding. 53 pan. Boy, that's something else. I will, Lisa. You know I will. I'm just trying to think, how am I going to pack all my tattoo stuff? It's literally in a suitcase right now. It's in like what you would board on, to take a trip to Florida. It's like in a legit, like 3x2x17. Just a nice big rolly suitcase, but everything's in there, like my lamp, all my machines, my clip cords, all my power unit, a whole sleeve of tubes, and a whole sleeve of different types of liner and shader needles and all that stuff. But I might be able to condense it and break it down into a very small, very small little containers that would fit in. Let's see if I can do this. That bag and then the bag over the other side. But boy, it'd be tricky. It would be tricky, man. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, man. Freaking out in the woods. Throw Lisa right on the back of the bike. Just tear her off out in the woods around her neighborhood would be neat. And us just do like a bushcraft weekend. That would be pretty dope. I already got the clearance from Lisa's counterpart, so we would be allowed. We would be sanctioned for me to teach her, blend steel and, ferro rod techniques and tinder and, just utilizing birch and elm and pines and a bunch of different types of pines. Just having an all-around blast. That would be so much fun. As you know, it probably wouldn't be till next summer, and probably I do probably like May, June, because it's just, spring's starting to come through, and this fucking idiot before I sidetrack myself, because I lose my train of thought all the time. But look at this absolute balloon knot. He's in a neighbor's yard across the street. He's just doing his thing. I heard him clink, 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 and I was like, what is he doing? I heard his necklace very far away. What a goofball. Absolute total goofball over there, just being a menace to society. But yeah, that'd be a blast. It'd be an absolute blast. So I do around that time. We got sensor lights here. I do around that time, like April, May, for the simple reason of, you know, I could get out there. It could be warm enough. You know, staying in the woods out there. And then I can come back here for Laconia. But I'd also need time to get the bike worthy. Like, I wouldn't just want to do it, you know, in the next 3 weeks and be totally irresponsible and a complete fucktard. You know, it's going to take a while. I got to get a couple $100 together soon. No, of course not. Of course not just yet. Definitely, you know, a solid 8-9 months out. But that suspension and motor mounts right now they're good to just rip around the block, but they are absolutely unsafe to think of anything more than like 100 miles. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Come on, Beavis, I don't see you. Oh, thank you. Literally came through right here, those bushes. You're so silly. We're just gonna have to hang like right in the doorway. That's a good boys. Might even try to go in the garage. Man, I said it was chilly out. I'm glad I threw the leather on, Lisa. I'm glad I threw the leather on with my vest, because, man, that was chilly. That was a good chili ride, but like good chili, not bad chili. There's bad chili where your teeth are chattering, you're freezing your balls off. Well, this was a good chili ride. I mean, the good chili. You're good. Yeah, you're good. You can do whatever you like. Don't let me stop you. This was a good chili ride. It's just brisk air in my face. Not so much because that fairing and full face helmet, but I could feel it like here, just on my neck. What happened? Oh, holding his sticks. His sticks had his saliva on it. That's why I look like a slob right there. But like my neck, my upper chest, I could feel just a little bit because I had my leather zip it in my cut button, but I could feel just a little bit of, I mean, I didn't go more than 50, but I just feel like a nice shot. Why is he looking at me like that? Why is he looking at me like I just, you know, kicked his firstborn? Why are you looking at me like that? 41 tonight. Yeah, man, I believe it. What's the matter, babies? What the matter? Oh, my goodness. What a baby boys. Oh, you're just the sweetest. You're the sweetest. I know, you're looking at me like I like my tennis balls, dickhead. Can you go upstairs and go get them? No, I'm sorry. I can't right this second, pal. Yeah, 41 tonight. I believe it right now. I wish I had a barometer. I'd tell you what the air temp is right this second. To be honest, I don't know. But I do know it's beautifully, like, brisk. And that's the only way I can define that. It's brisk. It's a beautifully brisk night. And that just... I'm a through and through New England cat for the simple fact that I've lived on the left coast. I've lived on the west coast. It's like opening an oven. If you've ever just stood in front of an oven, that's what walking, you know, that's what driving and sticking your head out at 120 degrees in Arizona feels like. At any rate, I'm through and through a New England dude. And not just because I was born and raised here, because like I said, I went out to the desert in '93. It was nice out there. It was more of my old man's thing than it was mine, but like I adapted. I liked it. Don't get it twisted. I would live out there if, you know, I got old. You know, most people go to Florida when they get old, especially people from New England. I'd go out to Arizona, but I'm not doing that anytime soon. At any rate, I'm a through and through New England guy because when the weather gets like this, instantly I'm like, yeah. Because in the summertime, you can only take so many layers of clothing off before you're freaking naked, right? In the wintertime, it's like, you know, and you know, you're talking to a true New Englander because if you enjoy layering up, if you enjoy, you know, having a small fire, like throwing wood in a fire pit and, not even just a s'mores thing, but yeah, kind of the s'mores thing, but like, excuse me, throwing on sweats and a sweatshirt and bundle and having an awesome fire pit, like that's what it's all about, dude. That's what this weather is all about. It's all about just going like this, seeing your breath just a little bit, not it being 15 below, but just going out and feeling that. My nose is junk, so don't excuse how loud. Don't mind how loud it is when I try to breathe through it. It's been busted many a times. I'm lucky it's still remotely straight for as crooked as it is. Can I say, fighting Irish? But if you can say, yeah, I love going outside and starting a small little fire in the yard and having it be brisk out and it just be, it make you happy, like it strikes a place inside you somewhere that you go, yeah, I'm all about that. Then that's what it's all about, man. We have something in common. We got something to talk about because that's what it's all about. Either you have it or you don't. Being in New England, either or being on the East Coast, and Gino, at one time this was your backyard, so. But man, it's like an indescribable feeling when you start to get that cold, brisk air. You see the leaves falling off the trees. Fall. Some people call it autumn. It's just right around the corner, and fall, everything starts turning orange and brown, and then think about the nature aspect of it and why the leaves do that to protect themselves. It's very cool. And then to be Norse pagan on top of it, there's a lot of spiritual value in that too. And I like to say Odinist because phrasing things in the life, I've kind of surrounded myself in or immersed myself in, I have to watch what I say. Good boy, bring it. God, bring your stick. I'll throw it. Come on, you bring it. You bring it. I have to watch what I say. So by saying Norse pagan, I can get away with that. But if I just say, oh, I'm pagan, that could be misconstrued because there's a motorcycle club out there, and I don't want to get too far into this. What? You bring it. There's a motorcycle club out there that have that same name that he's just going to sit there and whine at me. You bring it. The stick is literally right in front of him. You bring it. You bring it, mister. That's your stick. You bring it. So I have to just be careful how I phrase that. It's not something, you guys need to worry about. It's just something I'm cognizant of for the simple fact that, I put myself in certain circles that, kind of the first rule about anything is watch what you say and, give respect, get respect. I couldn't say that that's any more true, but also in the same token, be cognizant of what you say because, everybody's listening at the same time. The walls have ears, the trees have ears, like there's always somebody listening. So watch what you say. But when I say Norse pagan, that, that's my religion. That's a lifestyle to me. That's more than just, a blanket statement. Like people say, oh, I'm a Christian. People say, oh, I'm Roman Catholic. People say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm Buddhist, I'm Muslim. Like it's more than just a blanket statement for me. It's all encompassing. If I can say that, it consumes my day and simply just how I look at things, right? Just how I evaluate certain situations. It's to me, it's more than just being Odinist. It's like who I am as a person, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, But going back to why I say it that way is I'm Odinist. I say I'm pagan. I got buddies that would be like, excuse me? Come again? What's that? So I'd be careful. I'm very careful how I say,
what religion I favor. That's why I say I'm Odinist, because I believe in Odin. I believe in the old ways. I believe in the old gods. I don't say I'm a pagan, because there's a motorcycle club out there called the Pagans, and I'm not one of those guys. I'm not affiliated with any motorcycle club. I do support one certain one, and that's cool, but that's my cup of tea. I don't expect everybody to do that. I just, I was kind of born into a lifestyle with my father being a tattoo artist and a biker that it was cool to me. It was something more than just popping a t-shirt on and being like, oh, this is cool. And then when the shit hits the fan, it's like, you take your t-shirt off and you put it in your closet for the next 9 years. No. But, kind of going off topic, it's more than just a lifestyle, man. It's something that, either it's in your heart or it's not on your back type of thing. Either you wear it and you rock it to the fullest, or, you kind of, you're a part-timer. I'm not a part-timer. And I'm going both with that, part-time, Odinist and, a part-time motorcycle supporter or a motorcycle club supporter. Like, I'm both balls deep in. And that's just how I rock. I don't expect everybody to rock the same way I do. Let me catch up here. I love fall too, Lisa, immensely, man. It's just, when the solstice is kind of, for me, at like her best. Oh, it's an absolute beautiful thing. So pretty up here. It's absolutely the best. We call them leaf peepers. People that literally come to Peak New England just for a beautiful array of colors. And I know you have it in your neck of the woods too. Yeah, Gino, no doubt to that, dude. No doubt to that. Yep, nailed that one right on the noggin, dude. Me too. You know what? It was an absolute game changer. It was 100% game changer. I've always known that, I never really bought into, the whole typical thing that everybody seems to, fall into, which is Catholicism or, Christianity. And it was unfortunate because I shouldn't say it was unfortunate. I was very fortunate to stumble into, Odinist ways. And I'll be honest, for an awful long time, especially being Boston Irish, like I grew up in a Catholic household. That shit was crammed down my throat. Get up, kneel, just sign of the cross, say, Holly, Toppity, Dopity, Dominic eats biscuits, and, go to church every Sunday. Every Christmas Eve we were at church, like every Easter we were at church. But we didn't go religiously every Sunday. That didn't start till I was like 7, 8, 9. And 7, 8, 9, 10. And then once my parent got divorced, like that was off the table, which was nice because it was a break. It was like, oh, cool, I don't have to do this freaking nonsense anymore. But man, when you have to go to private school and have it crammed down your throat every day and not just Sundays at church, but when you have it in your classroom, it's just like you either do two things, I think, and this is from my own personal speakings, is either you go with the flow with it and you become a pastor or a priest or whatever, or you absolutely rebel from it. And that's the road I chose. I just rebelled from all Christianity, and I didn't really understand why I did. Well, maybe I did. That's kind of a long story, and I don't want to get into it, but I'll do that another night. I think with my parents splitting, gave me a real bad taste in my mouth because the church, and this is all I'm going to say about this, but the church was like in my mother's ear saying, do this, do that. He's no good. And that made me go to them. I tried to do the sign of the cross with the vampire with my hand, but I can't because I'm holding my phone, even though I did anyways. But, Yeah. They tried to make my old man like a fucking demon just because he was a biker and a tattoo artist. Like, they straight demonized him. Another story for another day, man. Crazy shit. But that gave me right then and there at like 9, 10, gave me a bad taste in my mouth from this fucking cult we were just in. And I can legit say that. It was a cult, man. So, it took me till like 13 to not really, after that, which is another 3 years, to not give a flying fuck about any type of religion or anything like that. Like, it was just about me coming into myself, figuring out who I am. Because at that age, you're young, you're impressionable, My old man used to say, hang in the barber shop, you're going to get your hair cut. So it's like, hang out with certain people, you're going to take on their traits. You're going to take on their values. You're going to start to act like them. So, I was trying to surround myself with, and this was an impressionable time in my life, like just maniacs and dudes that rode dirt bikes and just nuts and dudes that like to drink and go in the woods and fight and have fun. Like, just do, young man, dumb bullshit. Break windows and, bust bottles and just be reckless. And I took that and ran with it. I rebelled to the fullest. And right around the corner, coming back from church, I'll never forget it. A buddy of mine, his twin sister, and I'll talk about who they were later, because my buddy wound up about 5 years after this incident, but this is the first time. We were 11. We got arrested together in Laconia, New Hampshire. But 5 years later, he wound up catching a body. He stabbed a guy to death in Laconia. And, I'll tell that story another day. But, yeah, this was my homie. This was like a kid I went to school/church with. Him and his twin sister. His twin sister didn't body anybody, but he did. He stabbed the dude like 20-something times, wound up killing him. The rest is history. But, yeah, like, homeboy, like, kid, come in. Kid I went to freaking middle school with, man. Like, just a good kid. Good kid. And, just, pardon me, it was one of those wrong place, wrong time things, man. And it happened, it happened. But, yeah, that was one of my first experiences of, just hanging with kids that were in the same boat I was and just wanted to rebel. And we certainly did, and that's what we did. We went around this old, like, factory building. And I'll never forget it. It was on April Fool's Day. Go figure. April Fool's Day. So what would I would have been 11. So that would have been 92. I think that's right. April Fool's Day, 92. 1992. We were in Laconia, New Hampshire. And it's funny, anybody. And I know Lisa's really good at this, but anybody want to go look it up in whatever paper is in, I don't know if it's like the Laconia Times or Laconia Daily News or whatever it is, but that's paperwork right there. You can look up Mr. Murphy and Mr. and Mrs. Peters, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But if you want to look that up, we sure as shit were in there. And I don't think it would be 91. I think it would be 92. Maybe it would be 91. It's either 90, 91, but I gave you the date. I knew the date. It was April Fool's Day because my old man cracked a joke after, like, look at you, dummy. You got busted on April Fool's Day, but I'm surprised he didn't tire and feather me for that. I would tire and feather my kid for doing something like that. I am too, Lisa, and I'm glad you did. Yep, I hear that. It kind of goes hand in hand with us Irish and you Italians. It definitely goes hand in hand. Like, Roman Catholicism is just, because that's all we know from the old country, That's all we know. That's all my forebears, that's all my ancestors knew. Yeah, lost interest a long time ago. It is nice going against the grain, Gino. Yes, and they are. They're bonkers, my friend. The rest of the world is absolutely cooked. So, take a small hand basket full of us, right? That all think the same way. And it's like, we're not the cooked ones. We're the ones that have been saying this off the rip, dude. We're the ones that have been saying, the Kennedy assassination, a long time ago, the grassy knoll, like we've been spitting facts like that. I know my old man did to me. So shit, I'm going back, about that time, 87, 88, 89, 90. Like my old man was telling me facts that, I wish he was here nowadays because he'd be like, see, fucking told you. I told you, mark my words. I'm speaking vicariously through him right now. Oh, he's speaking vicariously through me right now. It's for you, Pop. But yeah, like, just, things that have happened in the world that, everybody's been like, oh, they're freaking conspiracy theorists. Like, please enlighten me. Now tell me how you feel about now that all this stuff has come out and you've always been calling me the nutty one. Enlighten me. Tell me how I'm the nutty one when I've been spitting facts that, the media's been lying to you. The media has been spoon feeding you bullshit. And you've just been, nom, 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 nom. Please, sir, I want some more. You've been eating it up like a fucking gluttonous pig. And just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Just the sheeple. The sheeple alone that just blindly follow, man. It's like, man, if you can't think on your own, then, what type of role model are you doing for your kids? Are you leading them down the same path of just blindly believe the government? Of blindly, just believe whatever they tell you. Bill Gates and Biden are great guys. No, man, question authority. My old man had that on a sticker on his Dodge Ram van that I was telling you that, we hauled to Winnebago, Yosemite Sam and his Harley on the back of the trailer 3,000 miles from here to Arizona. And it was one of the distinctive many. He had the whole bumper was just signed, sealed, and delivered with bumper stickers, and they were all like propaganda stuff, which was just awesome because that's the lifestyle I grew up in. But all of it was just stuff to make you think, like question reality, question authority, like just stuff back in the day that made you things that make you go type of stuff, right? So that's the type of pop I had. He was pretty damn cool, man. He was a friggin' cool cat. He was a very cool cat. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And dude, honk, honk, wink, wink, like I am hip. I am hip. Yes, I might go upstairs and grab myself a juice box right now, but I know exactly what you're talking about, my friend. Yes, I do, to a T. And you're spot on. You're 100%. Bay of Pigs War, he didn't want that down in Cuba. And that other thing that you were, laying, kicking knowledge on, like, there was a lot of stuff that he didn't want. And the government's like, no, that's not going to work for us. We want to go to war. And, where were they? Just 4 years later, kicking down Vietnam's door. And you know what happened there? We lost sorely. It's one of the only wars that we fucking lost sorely. And it's one of the smallest countries in that part of Microasia. Like, what the fuck, dude? That should tell you something. Holy shitballs. But, yep. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Yeah. And all the stuff coming out nowadays, the grassy knoll, and then the driver was the one who popped Kennedy. Like, man, come on, dude. And in my ties, as JFK was from, he grew up in Brookline, same city that Conan O'Brien grew up in. As the Kennedys came in from South Boston. They initially lived in South Boston. Like legit when the old man Joe, like when his parents came here off the boat, that's where all the Irish lived, in South Boston. And then, the ones that, could literally get out of the hood, get off the point, would migrate throughout the city and move to the burbs and here and there. And, mine just happened to move from South Boston to Melrose to migrate into the burbs. And his migrated to Brookline. But My pa, literally my pa, his dad Eugene, which oh my god, I never even thought about this, Gino. Yeah, my pa Robert Murphy. His dad's name was Eugene, Eugene Murphy, and they lived in Southie way back in the day. I mean, I'm going like pre-depression, so between like the teens, even the turn of the century, so like the late 1800s into the 1900s, and then right up into the depression. I believe they came here and moved to Melrose. I want to say that that's a fact, but don't mock me my words on it because I don't like speaking on fallacies and mistruths, even though I'm trying to be as accurate as I possibly can with timelines here. At any rate, Eugene, which was my pa, was my great grandfather Eugene, played baseball with old man Joe's father. So Joe Kennedy's father. So JFK's dad. My great grandfather played baseball with him, and they were pals in Southie. Like they were chums, dude. So it just goes to show how tight the Murphys and the Kennedys were way back in the day. And then this is why I can speak on the Kennedy assassination, because I have family ties to that. And this is what I've heard throughout the grapevine of my grandfather, because I didn't know my great grandfather on that side, but from my grandfather, my pa, to my old man, to myself. Just the stories I've heard and autographed pictures I've seen to Eugene, from, I don't remember. I don't think it was Joe. I think it was Joe's father. But Joe was JFK and Bobby's dad. It was Bobby Kennedy and JFK's dad. But yeah, just crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. How tight the Murphys and the Kennedys were back in the day. Literally like playing ball together, playing baseball together, and before they were on a team together, they were playing stickball on the street of Southie. Like that, just dude. If that doesn't scream old school Boston Irish, I don't know what does. But yeah, some very cool stuff, man. Very cool history that goes way back. Hi, Bippy. What is it? Let me show you this kid is right here. Come here. He just literally poked around the corner of the garage right here. What is it? You want to show me what you were looking at? I want you to show me what you were looking at, Bubba's. I'm trying to put you on video, pal. Is that what are you like, an old man that's just scratching his waistline right now? You're like, oh, hold on a second. Excuse me while I scratch this guy. Dun, 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 dun. Come here, you goofball. Got rid of it. Oh, yeah, I didn't. It said redacted, so I'm not sure, but yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. No worries, dude. You can post absolutely whatever you want here, my friend. Whatever you like. Just throw it on in. Throw it on in. Where's this little hooligan going? Where is this hoodlum going? Huh? Where are you going? Where are you going? I know you missed your tennis ball, but you brought him in. You'd still have it. You'd still have it if you didn't bring it in. You brought it in, Rufus. That's on you, not on me. Oh my God, he's so cute. He went up, grabbed his stick, and just went, and just like threw it like 4 inches in front of him, and then here he goes. He's gonna stop whining. Let me pretend like I'm not paying attention to him, so maybe he whines a bit more, and he gets like super cute. Here, I'm looking the other way, like I'm not even looking at this kid right now. Let me see if he can do some really cute whining, and then maybe grab his stick again. Oh, he's just the cutest. Oh, good burpees. Did you hear that? He straight up burped like a big boy. Like a big boy. You did. You wait. Let me get your stick. You wait. Good boys. You wait. Buddy. Wait. You have to listen better when I say wait. Right here. Right here. God, you get it. Good boy. That's a good boys. So the girl's got a car in the driveway. That's the reason I'm not, going over that side. That's why I'm not panning over that side. Protect the anonymity of the little ones. Phone's about to die. Much love, dude. Much love, love and honor. I'm probably gonna wrap this up soon here. Anyways, yeah, he said it wasn't gonna be a long one. I haven't done a lot of sitting today, so it would be nice if I just went and sat inside. And I don't mean just in the garage with this goofball back and forth. Like, we've been out here every day for the past freaking, I don't know, a week. Good boy, thank you. Like, week or two. So I think it's like time to go inside. All right, Lisa, you do that, darling. I'm gonna bounce too. You guys have a great night, and thank you so much for jumping in. Love and respect to both of you. And I will talk to you guys soon. I'll pop another one of these up in the next couple days and let you know, good news on the bike. But yeah, absolutely have a good night. Take the doggos out, all that good stuff. And I will chat with you. Thank you for everybody else that's jumped in here and, throwing up a thumbs up. I appreciate you on the live. So with that being said, love and respect, and we are out of here. Beantown. Someone you're into biking. Have a great night and stay savage.